Good morning, metalheads of the internet, and welcome to a very special and very spicy new episode of The Metal Meltdown. Today, by popular demand, we are responding to the weirdest, the strangest, the saltiest, and the angriest comments left in the wake of my video review for Requiem by Korn. And we are doing so with the help of some of my best friends, Chompy and Jack fucking Daniels. To put things very fucking simply, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Angry Korn Fanboy drinking game. This is going to be a fucking disaster, I can already tell. The rules are pretty simple, ladies and gentlemen. Together, we are going to scroll through the comment section of my aforementioned Requiem album review, and we are going to take a shot every time somebody says that I'm not a true Korn fan, a shot every time somebody says poser or elitist, it doesn't really matter which one, both words have zero fucking meaning, and another shot for every personal attack levied towards me. Sound fun? Sound simple? I think so. And just so we're clear, ladies and gentlemen, this video is not in any way, shape, or form directed towards people who genuinely love Requiem and who genuinely love Korn. This video is not meant to punish people who had the audacity to disagree with me. If you love Requiem, if you love Korn, good for you. Please continue to do so. I am making this video today for two reasons and two reasons only. One, to make fun of the hypersensitive Korn fanatics who, unfortunately, were forced very recently to consider the possibility that maybe not everybody on the internet agrees with them. Oh no, the horror! And two, because honestly, straight up, I like to drink. Any excuse to drink is good enough for me. Plain and fucking simple. So sit back, grab yourself a drink, and let's get this fucking show on the road. Let us commence the Angry Korn Fanboy drinking game. One quick shot for good luck. Let's fucking do this. Bays for Days says, this guy probably listens to Machine Gun Karen and thinks it's the greatest thing on earth. Geez, shut up already. I will do no such thing. Thank you for providing me ammunition for this drinking game, though. Also, who the fuck is Machine Gun Karen? Machine Gun Karen sounds like some corny-ass fucking shit concocted on SNL. God, that sounds fucking horrible. Taku Harris says, I'm sure any artist gives a flying fuck what these clowns have to say. I mean, honestly, this dude reeks of smug. Lol, imagine being a YouTube douchebag like this dude cutting people down for views. I count 3 personal insults, so... 1. 2. 3. Whew! Frank Hernandez says, you don't like nu metal, bro, we get. The album is boring to you just like Iron Maiden is fucking boring to me. But I don't call it lazy just because it falls outside of what I enjoy. Well, first off, I'm going to take a shot on behalf of Iron Maiden because Iron Maiden, even at their worst, calling them boring, that just hurts. That's a personal attack right fucking there, buddy. More importantly, I'd like to point out, I did not call Requiem boring or lazy or terrible or anything else simply because it fell outside of what I normally enjoy. I called it boring and lazy and terrible because I genuinely think it's boring and lazy and terrible. You can go ahead and assume shit and put words in my mouth if that makes you fucking feel better. It doesn't change the fact that that's not at all what I said and not at all how I feel. I dislike Requiem because I don't think it's a good album. Plain and simple. Is that really so hard to believe for some of y'all? Apparently so, because this video exists. Duh, I answered my own question. Jeff Garlett says, didn't your mother ever tell you if you can't say something nice, then don't say anything at all? Apparently not. You sound as smart as you look. Well, then I must sound fucking incredible, because I know I sure as hell look it. Also, really? You're gonna call me a name, kinda, sorta? You're gonna half-ass call me a name after lecturing me about, oh, if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all. Your mother, Jeff Garlitz, would be very disappointed in you. It's not good. Fabio Hubert says, it's obvious that you're not a Korn fan at all. Obviously. Obviously. Duh. having the audacity to dislike one album in like a 30-year career with like, what, 14, 15 other albums, must mean I don't enjoy anything else that the band has ever made. Obviously. Duh. Robert E. says, I'll politely disagree, Mike Patton. I genuinely don't know if that's supposed to be a personal attack or not, but I'm gonna treat it as a compliment because Mike Patton is a badass motherfucker. So, thank you, Robert E. Travis Spalding says, most definitely isn't the most boring. At minimum, it's a 6 out of 7, and that's pretty decent. 6 out of 7? How does that translate to decent? I don't know. Whatever. Not only do they reinvent themselves on every album, but they keep their original sound while doing it. This album wasn't lazy at all, even with music being subjective and all. I personally feel like you went out of your way to shit on what was admittedly a pretty decent Korn album. L take. L comment, Travis. Oh. Oh boy, here it comes. Daniel Padilla says, I've never seen your content, but this is one of the absolute worst video album reviews I've ever seen in my entire life. Ditto for your comment, bud. N1K Narf says, what are you for real? It is the best album they've released in years with an actual fresh sound and arrangements. Are you for real? Yeah, I'm real. The Evil Dad says, that's like singling out the most diarrhea-inducing Taco Bell value meal. Korn is a boring band. I mean, I gotta be fair. It might not be a personal attack against me, but it is most definitely a personal attack against Korn, and my god, what a vicious one at that. I gotta have a drink out of respect for Korn. Requiem's bad, but not quite that bad. My lord. I like the creativity in that comment, though. Fucking stellar. Deanster Review and Reaction Videos says, your voice is very annoying. You're wrong, boss. Well, if I'm the boss, then I say I'm right, so fuck you. Rolf Figueroa says, is there anything more annoying than a metal heavy music elitist? Bro, why do you hate your life so much? Somebody finally said elitist, and we ended with a personal attack, so that's 2 shots. Let's go. 1. That's 2. 40-year-old boy. Firstly, this guy is fucking annoying, so I didn't watch his stupid video because he sucks. Call him bullshit on that, because in order for you to have left a comment, you would have to have clicked on this video, which means even accidentally you would have heard a snippet of it. So, that's a fucking lie. You're fucking lying. Straight up. Give me a moment. Alright, moving on. Benji Bronk says the guy who lives in his mom's basement, never creating anything ever, never touched an instrument, just a bad take on his cell phone camera in the basement. This is my apartment. I pay for this. It's mine. Everything you see here, it's all 100% mine. That's my kitchen with my dirty fucking dishes. That's my couch. That's my guitar. I guess I've never touched an instrument in my life, though, so who knows? Maybe it's somebody else's. Who fucking knows, man? Kapas Ibad says, can you do better? Lol, where your 12-plus albums? Your opinion is that an opinion, and you already know what say about that. Chump! In large capital letters. Am I drunk, or did I just have a fucking stroke reading that? My fucking lord. Skimmy Skemmed says, see ya on the Rick Astley show then, dude. Bro, I would unironically fucking go on the Rick Astley show if that were a thing. Please tell me that's a thing. I want to go on that. Scott McCoskey says, you're a millennial PC baby. Cut those pubes growing off your head. Obviously review made by someone who's never played an instrument. That's 3 personal attacks in a row. One of them is millennial PC baby. I know I didn't make a rule about, you know, when people say millennial or PC or snowflake or anything like that, but I feel like that deserves a last-minute addition to the fucking rule set. So you know what? 4 shots. 4 shots. Let's go. 1. 2. There's still a little bit on my tongue. There we go. 3. 4. Thor. Chris Hemsworth. Now there's a man I want to go drinking with. No offense to you, Chumpy. You are, of course, the ultimate drinking champion, but you gotta admit, it would be objectively pretty cool to drink with the god of fucking thunder. Just objectively, that's pretty fucking cool. Louda Dog says, so you don't like it is what you are trying to say. You are harsh, dude. I wasn't a big fan, but damn, they really hurt your feelings. Tell us how you really feel. I did. No hurt feelings at all, despite what me currently hugging this stuffed animal and drinking would tell you. I guess from the outside looking in, that's exactly what the situation would tell you, to be entirely fair. Mad Mike says the album may be 1 out of 5, but the comments are 10 out of 10. Hell yeah, they are. Cheers to that, good sir. I'll fucking drink to that. I shouldn't. But I will. And I just did. Here we are. It's already done. I can't just, like, spit it back up into the bottle. So this is what we did. Sam says, as an old Korn fan, this is the best album of their career. All right. Can we just cut the bullshit for a second? This isn't quite drinking game worthy, but, like, just cut the bullshit for a second. You're telling me you've been listening to Korn for 30 fucking years. Like, you were a little wee baboo baby when they put out the self-titled debut album, and Life is Peachy and Follow the Leader. You saw them on the Family Values tour, and you stuck with them through the 2000s and through not-so-great experimental deviations. You've been with the band for this fucking long, and you've seen them accomplish so much and go through so much, and you're telling me Requiem is their best album? You fucking nuts. Straight up. You just fucking nuts. That's like saying Death Magnetic is Metallica's best album. That's like saying that 13 is Megadeth's best album. You out of your fucking mind. It might be fine on its own, but their best? Fuck no. You out of your fucking mind. Andrew says, you don't know shit, dude. Get a life. I got one. Insert funky bass line here. I'll take a shot as punishment for that whack-ass Jonathan Davis impersonation. That was not one of my better impersonations, to put it fucking bluntly. Am I gonna finish this bottle? I think I am. I mean, it's not a big bottle. I might just finish this bottle today. Morg Original Music says, a very concise and articulate way to prove you simply don't get it. You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't get it, all right? You just don't get it. God. Bro, what exactly is there to get? It's 40, 50-year-old men being sad and talking about how lonely they are. What have I missed? What other layer is there to Korn's music that I apparently have not properly analyzed and dissected the same way that Morg's Original Music has? Come the fuck on. DK.1DK says, sounds like another musician that's jealous because they can't do the music scene. Stop using big words so it makes you believe you know what you're talking about. Pretty sure your YouTube channel, it's a lot more bored. Like, would somebody want to judge your YouTube channel by this one video? So you need to go by to do a full listen? I know I'm drunk, but, like, I read that word for word exactly as it's written. Did this man have a stroke? Holy shit. I don't know what the fuck he said, but I know it amounts to a personal attack, so shots. I don't even think I needed the other drinking game rules. This is the one that seems to be panning out the most. Beastie Girl 1 Lisa says, my first time crossing your channel, and that's exactly what I'm doing, is just passing by because I feel I will not connect with me at all. You don't seem like you know a thing about this band alone to make me want to finish this one or try to continue on to another. Yikes, I've been with this band since the beginning, and I love all kinds of music. I'm laughing at your lack of knowledge. Well, I'm laughing at how much of a fucking crybaby boomer you sound like right now. I'm not really laughing. Drinking. That's the appropriate word. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, bitch! Here's an interesting exchange with a gentleman by the name of Joseph Smith. He says it will still go platinum. I said, doubt. Korn haven't had an album go platinum in a long time. And he said, you're just a hater. How am I a hater for pointing out the fact that Korn haven't had an album go platinum in years? Like, they haven't. They just fucking haven't. Also, it's 2022 and people are still unironically saying hater. Are you fucking kidding me? Grow the fuck up. Learn new words. Clown says, what a tool. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Go read a book. First off. Second. You know what the irony is? A lot of metalheads get pissed off when they look in the background and they're like, a book! Ah! Like, I can't tell you how many times fucking metalheads complain in the comment section of videos because they're just like, oh, you have books, and now this motherfucker's complaining that I'm not reading books. What the fuck is the deal with metalheads and books? What is there some kind of book metal war that I was not informed of? Ava Whittington says, oh my god, this is the worst shit ever. Is this guy on drugs? This album is amazing. It brings back the old school stuff with the groovy side of life is peachy and follow the leader. I honestly think it's just the perfect album. The guitar riffs out of this world. This guy can go with the take that one trick pony crap and shove it up his ass. 2 personal attacks. I won't shove nothing up my ass, but I'll happily have a drink in your honor, Ava. What? That is 2. FS Doom says, you're just not a fan of the band. You reviewing a Korn album is akin to me reviewing a Celine Dion album. I don't really understand this logic of, like, you have to already be a fan in order to talk about an album. Like, that doesn't make sense. What if I've never heard of the band before? Like, I'd never heard of Bloodywood before, but I still wanted to talk about that album because I thought it was weird and cool and totally different from something I'd normally talk about. That's why I talked about it. Or what if it's a band that's been around for a long time, but you just never give a shit? You know what I mean? Like, Red Hot Chili Peppers was around for 10 years before they dropped Blood Sugar Sex Magik. Behemoth was around for like 15 years before they dropped The Satanists, and the entire metal world decided that they suddenly loved Behemoth with fucking their undying fucking souls, and now ironically they fucking turned their backs on him for good reason, mind you. Nurgle's kind of a cringe lord, but that's not the point. The point is, this logic of you have to already be a fan to talk about an album is so fucking stupid. Take that logic, shove it right up your fucking ass, buddy. The Dead Twitch, I get the feeling you just probably look down on most everything. That is 100% correct. Alright, so this is a guy named That Guy Aaron. That's that guy. That's who he is. His name is Aaron. He says, shut the fuck up, dude. This is the best album they've ever made, bitch. Which, no. Also, really? Personal attack. That's mean. Anyway, we had a pretty interesting exchange. Here's what I said. Better idea, you could grow a spine instead of throwing a tantrum. And he said, you should grow a brain. Law. And it kept going for a bit. And we ended up having a very interesting discussion about, like, who invented music, more or less, basically. So he made some comment to somebody else about having a brain. The comment he's responding to is gone for whatever reason. But he said, I have a brain. All the bands you listen to wouldn't be around if it wasn't for Korn, buddy. And I jokingly responded, really? Even Black Sabbath and Metallica? Interesting. And he said, you don't see any bands like that anymore, especially nowadays or so. Korn even invented dubstep. And I said to him, bruh, dubstep was kicking around for a few years before Korn got their hands on it with Path of Totality. Don't make shit up just because my video hurt your feelings. And That Guy Aaron says that wasn't dubstep. That's called disco. Nobody feelings are hurt but yours, lol. Just admit it, you're wrong, keyboard warrior. Personal attack. Mad Mike tunes in with a little joke. Bro, that wasn't Elvis on the Ed Sullivan Show. That was Korn. Blue Suede Shoes is their song. Korn invented rock and roll. And now this has become a meme on the fucking Metal Collective Discord, if you've tuned in. I digress. I send That Guy Aaron a link detailing the specific origins of dubstep, and he quite literally just goes, Lamau, no, I disagree with that. Blah, 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 so on and so forth. Long story short, this motherfucker literally arguing that Korn invented dubstep, which is objectively incorrect. That is so incorrect, it is absolutely fucking hilarious. Like, imagine having Korn's dick so far up your fucking asshole that it hits your brain, and therefore you think that apparently Korn, not just with the Path of Totality album, but in general, invented dubstep, not had an active role in perhaps influencing it, which is fair if you consider the Path of Totality album. But no, that's not what he's arguing. He's arguing Korn invented dubstep itself. Oh my god. Like, what next, ladies and gentlemen? This motherfucker gonna argue Billie Eilish invented grunge or some shit? Like, how fucking out of your goddamn fucking mind do you have to be to say something like that? How? I'm not even being mean. I'm legitimately asking. Show me. I need a doctor to analyze this and give me the fucking results. Anthony Fauci, where are you at? Tell me what the fuck is up with this shit. I think at a certain point here, he says, Korn came out in the early 90s. You're really dumb, man. Take your channel down. Again, I'm not arguing that Korn did not come out in the early 90s. You're not even, this guy literally wasn't even paying attention to a fucking thing I say. And honestly, that infuriates me more than fucking anything else. It shouldn't. And if I were sober, it wouldn't. But I'm not sober. And I'm not sober because I played this stupid fucking drinking game. You know, this feels like a pretty good place to end all this off. I just drank close to a whole bottle of Jack Daniels. I mean, it's not a big bottle, but it's still a bottle. So this feels pretty good, you know? It's like 4:30 in the afternoon right now. I'm gonna make myself some dinner. I'm gonna have a shower. Me and Chompy are gonna play some fucking Pokemon. Chillax. Maybe we'll read a book, since apparently we need to, according to Korn fans. I don't fucking know. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the Korn fanboys for losing their minds. In retrospect, I only needed that one drinking game rule, but c'est la vie. Thank you, Chompy, for being here. Thank you, Jack Daniels. Sponsor me. Unironically, please sponsor me. I will absolutely take your money. Press this button to see reviewing every Korn album. Press this button to see fucking the Requiem album review, which inspired all this fucking nonsense. Yeah. This was fun. Painful, but fun. Bye.